Hello guys, it is Monday, and this week we are basically talking about how other females react to us being a lesbian. Now, this is interesting because, well, Kansas is in the Bible Belt, which means that I should be getting a bunch of really bad reactions. But the thing is, yes, there have been some bad reactions, but surprisingly, I guess I just live in a decent part of Kansas where people just aren't as bad about it. I mean, there are definitely some people who are completely just completely put off by it, and that's okay because I usually don't put myself around those people. At my new school, the worst thing at this new school would be, just this chick who, it's common, whenever I say, hey, I'm a lesbian, because they're asking, then they're like, oh, well, don't date me or hit on me. I'm like, why would I do that? I'm sorry, but you're definitely not my type. I think it honestly just all comes down to who you situate yourself with. Because if I surround myself with all these people who hate people like me, then of course I'm going to have a tough time. But if I put myself in a situation where I'm surrounded by people who are welcoming or are even the same orientation or just they're open-minded, then I'm gonna have an okay time. I guess I should be really thankful that I live in a decent place like this, because I know a lot of people, they have it where they're like the only gay person at their school, and I can't even comprehend how hard that is because I think the worst experience was probably in middle school when I had, these girls found out because I told one person and then that ended up getting spread around and they basically wouldn't let me change in the locker room for PE, so for a whole year I wore my uniform, my school uniform, to PE class. And I got docked a few points and that kind of sucked. It was harder in private school because being a Catholic private school, they hated me. And, although one thing in Catholic school that I'm just going to talk about even though it's off topic was one time I printed off one of those things that Tumblr had going around for a while that was like, if the fetus whose life you've saved is gay, will you fight for its rights? And I printed off a bunch of those and I spread them around my school and then in the church and all that stuff. And, let's just say that was a pretty interesting experience. I think that for the most part, people are really accepting of me. It's even going to get easier for me when I move up to Seattle, and gay people love that area, so. I think that things are going decently well for me simply because I don't try and shove my sexual orientation down people's throats. I'm just really comfortable with it, so I don't feel a need to just throw it out everywhere or anything. It's just sort of who I am, and that could explain why a lot of people think I'm out of the closet when I'm really not. But anyways, that is what I have for this week. And in other news, I sort of came out to my dad on Friday. I'll let you guys know how that goes in a few weeks when we have an updated coming out topic. Bye.